just out of respect for my wife, I gotta just talk to my wife first about that. If that's okay.
Yeah, no.
Hey, can I talk to that guy? Who are you on?
This guy, I mean, he's trying to get some sales in for marketing.
What's your name? What's your name?
Hello?
Yeah, it's Jeremias Minor. Who's this?
Hey, this is
Yeah, it's Jeremy Minor.
Jeremy?
What are you doing? Are you getting one of my reps? I need to talk with my spouse. Objection.
Oh, bro, come on. It's out of respect. I'm trying to keep happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody wants to keep their spouse happy. What's the what industry are you in? You can always get back to her later. What industry are you in?
Yeah, I'm in like video marketing, so we do like video productions and social media content for people.
Ah, like your own business?
Yeah.
Okay. And what were you hoping could happen by possibly working with us, me training you?
Just get my clothes right up. You know, probably closing not as many as I'd like. I mean, we're doing decent.
Not as many as you like?
Yeah, not as many. I mean, we're still doing good.
Okay. And she just okay, so I'm looking here. Okay, so I got to know here that you're making around $7,000 a month.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, where are you skill level? Obviously, that affects your, what you're gonna make. Where are you really wanting to be at? Like once you have the right training, and like I said, you can always get back to it later.
So about $25K a month.
Oh, 25. Okay, 25 is the goal. So how does your so what's the math? 25 minus 6, so you're losing. Do you got a calculator on your phone? 25 minus, you're making 6, you want to make 25. How much, what's the gap there? What's the difference? Is that 18, 19?
Let me pull out my calculator. So 25,000 minus 7,000. Yeah. So about 18,000 extra dollars a month that happening.
Okay, so you're losing 18,000 a month right now.
I guess it's how you look at it.
Well, is that how you look at it?
I guess. Yeah.
You guess? So your spouse, how does she feel about you losing 18,000 a month though?
I mean, she doesn't really look at it that way. She just sees that we're making $7K a month.
Yeah. Have you told her what you really want to be at?
Not really. What's
preventing you from telling her where you want to go? Because, if you think about it, what's the number one thing that actually causes fights in a family and actually causes divorce?
Definitely money.
A lack of money, right?
You are correct.
Yeah. So does she want you to stay at $7,000 a month, or does she want you to be 25,000 plus? Because I've got clients in your space they're actually doing triple, even of the 25 a month. They're doing triple of that now. So does she want you to stay at 7, or does she actually want you to be at 25 a month?
I know she will definitely be more at peace if I'm making more.
So when you say she'd be more at peace at night, why does she not have that peace right now?
Well, honestly, we're not really making enough to catch up with the bills.
Okay.
So
How much are your bills, man? You can tell me. It's off the record. I'm not gonna go post it on your Facebook. How much are your bills?
Doing about $8,000 a month in bills, give or take. So little.
And is she being forced to work as well because your income's at 7, or what's she doing?
Yeah, she's been picking up some side shifts just to make a little bit extra.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want her to have to keep doing those side shifts if she didn't have to?
Not at all. I'd rather her stay at home with our daughters and take care of them and raise them.
Yeah. How is she going to be able to do that if we don't train you how to sell so you can get up to where you want to be?
Well, I don't think she'll be able to unless I can figure this out.
Yeah. Whose responsibility is it for you to figure it out?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to talk.
Yeah, that's probably why that's why you actually called us, right? We don't have salespeople that come to us that want to learn how to sell less. They always want to learn what? How to sell more. That's why people come to us for your industry. Because you said something in the beginning. You said out of respect for her. I wanted to come back with that. So when you say out of respect for her, and the financial situation is not where you want to be, and we, as like you said, when we don't have the finances, that's the number one reason that causes what? A divorce. Right. So, because if you ever, like, let's say, because I know you're here, where does he live? Where do you live, Josiah? What state?
I live in Arizona.
Oh, you're here in Arizona. Okay. Well, okay. So let's say that you're in the summer, right? So it's getting closer to summer. Let's say in the middle of June, it's 112 degrees outside. Your air conditioning completely goes out of your house. Would you need to like call your wife and like ask her for her permission to fix your air conditioner? Or would you just like, I gotta fix the air conditioner. I just gotta do it.
Definitely not here in Arizona. I'll just get it done.
And that's because your air conditioner in the summer is a what? That's a
necessity.
It's a necessity. So would you say your financial ability to provide for your family is also a necessity?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. And what's going to put you in the best position to actually take care of your family?
Definitely close more deals, that's for sure.
Yeah. So if closing more deals is a necessity, you have to master how to close more deals, correct?
Correct.
So if that's a necessity, just like your AC, why are you putting that burden on her shoulders to decide for you?
I guess I haven't thought about it like that.
Well, if you really thought about it, like whose responsibility is it to actually provide for your spouse so she can actually stay at home and raise your kids? Is that her responsibility or?
That would be definitely mine.
Okay.
Hey guys, Jeremy Miner here. Look, a lot of you leave comments wanting me to help you sell more. So the easiest way to get a hold of me, the quickest way, is to text me. So text me right now. It's 480-637-2944. So 480-637-2944. Listen, I started this company to help you learn how to close more deals, but do it the right way. Text me right now. Let's get back to the training video.
So what's going to put you in the best position to be able to change your situation and start closing more deals? So like you had said, you could get to what you had said you wanted to make, $25,000 a month.
I just take the right training, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, okay. So are you ready to actually do that or just stay where you're at?
Well, based on what I've experienced today, I think I know exactly what I need to do.
And
that would be just do it.
well, because I want to ask you this one last thing. How many of your prospects that you talk to that you know you can completely change their situation? Like you do videographer, right? It's a big space we train. You know that if you go in, you change the branding, you get them all these organic leads, their business is really going to grow and scale. And then at the end, even though you know you can solve all their problems, they say, you know what? I think I need to talk to my spouse. How many of your prospects say that to you?
Definitely a lot.
How many? Like, like if you're talking to 10, how many of those 10 would actually say that? Like, be real with me. You can tell me. We're on the same team here.
At least 3.
Okay, so at least 3. Well, what do you say to them when they tell you that?
I guess I never really have the right response. I kind of just let them go do it.
Do you know why you do that?
I guess I just understand. I feel bad.
Because you bought into their story that they need to talk with their spouse before they do that. Because how many of those people actually come back and buy from you realistically?
Little to none.
Okay. And have you ever considered that since you give that objection yourself, it's really hard for you to help them overcome that objection when they give it to you because you believe it yourself? Are you okay with me saying that? Okay. So do you want me to train you how to actually prevent the spouse objection from happening? And then if it does happen here and there, how to help them overcome it so you can actually help them? Because you got into videographer work to really help people, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And the more you learn how to help them overcome that concern and prevent it, the more sales you make. And when you make more sales, the more people you get to what?
Help.
Yeah. Are you ready to start helping more people?
Dude, I'm ready. That's
Okay.
brilliant.
All right.
That's a whole new perspective.
All right. Now I'm gonna pass it over to May. Now I'm not gonna pass it over to May, and you're gonna like come out with like, well, May, like I need to go talk with my grandpa. I need to talk with my uncle who lives in a van down by the river. I got to talk to 70. You're not going to be like one of those type of average salespeople.
Absolutely not, because I hate when that happens to me.
All right, brother. I'm going to turn it back over to May. You'll do well. Just plug in the training and commit to mastery. You good?
Amazing. Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay, perfect. Anytime, brother. Anytime.